Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the America's Minor North America Closed Qualifier. My name is Hawker, and we are heading into Overpass. Straight into this one, Robbie manages to get the opening kill in on the B-hold, and Party Astronauts are doing the damage right now. In comes the flank from Stella, all the way through Monster. EnVy thought they could get onto this B site, but Party Astronauts had something to say about that. And it's only Android left. He's going to have to just live up to his name, I guess. Become an android, maybe land those shots just like a robot would. It's unlikely, though, with only the Glock in hand and the bomb firmly dropped on the B site. A bit of damage done towards him. Party Astronauts are playing this so safe as well. Just nothing doing here for Android. They're all just sitting back, really making Android work for this clutch. MOTM nearly falls, and there we go. They were waiting for the flank from Ben. He comes in from behind. Good start for Party Astronauts. They pick up a team ace. And I'm hoping that my voice doesn't sound too bad. I think I might be coming down with a cold, but we'll get through it, guys. I believe we can make it through the day. So in case you missed any of the games yesterday, we are here in the lower bracket, which is not easy to come back from in this North American qualifier. You've got to win 3 straight games from this point to make it through to the America's Minor, and there is no room for error. Party Astronauts are one of the teams that I commentated yesterday in their game against Luminosity. I think for the most part they were just kind of getting outclassed individually, but they still played 2 really close maps there as the bomb plant gets denied. Robbie cleaning up with a quick triple kill. Pone alone picks up one of his own. And Party Astronauts win the round with all those MP9s. So I think the standout player yesterday for Party Astronauts has got to be MOTM. He played really well, even in the rounds that Party Astronauts lost. Even when Party Astronauts was struggling, he was always putting up numbers. So I'd say for Party Astronauts, MOTM would maybe be the man to watch. And we can watch him in this round. The MP9 moving into Connector. Full SMGs carried over into this round for the CT side. I think if they want to win this one, they're going to have to take some risks. And Pone alone manages to pick up the opening frag out through A long. Here is that risk I was talking about. Push comes through mid. 2 kills found. There's another trade. It's only Sonic left alive, and he gets the spray onto the first. But there's 2 more players against him, and Sonic doesn't expect the third man round the corner. MOTM, as soon as I say his name, steps up for Party Astronauts. Picks up 3 kills with his MP9. EnVy get beaten back by the SMGs. And taking a look at the odds ahead of this game, this is the map pick of Party Astronauts. And I honestly think, looking at the maps in this series, I think Party Astronauts have actually got a really good chance at causing an upset here. First, we've got Overpass, which is obviously a map that Party Astronauts like to play. We've seen them on it very, very often. It's actually their most played map in the last 3 months. And then even Nuke is a map that Party Astronauts have been good on. That's the pick by EnVy. EnVy have also been good on that one. So I think Nuke could end up being pretty close. And then Trainers the Decider is not a map that EnVy have found much success on. So maybe there's a chance for Party Astronauts in this series. Right now, though, EnVy are trying to make it work with the pistols into round number 4. Android in with another. Nice shot on the dig. Takes it into a 2v2, but Pone alone has crept forwards. There's one free frag in from behind, and he spots the shadow. Nifty gets the timing right. P250 looking for the follow-up. MOTM drops down towards him. Nifty trying to stay alive, trying to see if he can dance around this box, and he gets back to safety. Smoke goes down for MOTM. He's just diving on the bomb. Nifty's got to go. Nifty has to land these shots. MOTM doing damage, but the time is so low. I think Nifty's done enough. He's just running away. And MOTM is going to be so close on this one. Oh, I think he's got it. Oh my god, it's so close. Nifty had such a good effort there, just trying to buy as much time as possible. But at the end of it all, MOTM just about does enough to hold on to the round win. Sonic is going to get the AWP into his hands. Let's see if that's going to be an important factor here in round 5. Pone Alone has also picked up the sniper on the CT side. And EnVy are allowed to move forwards in towards water. Nade from Stella, not going to do too much. This is a much better start to this round from EnVy. They've held the map control. Now they're starting to move forwards and actually take away some areas of the map. Over towards A long in particular. And then Android is also just having a little look into the B bomb site. Pone Alone holding on towards this angle. Gets the shot onto the first man. Nifty not having any assistance there. Makes it pretty easy pickings for the AWP on the hold. Not too many nades left for EnVy either. They've only got the one smoke, so they can't exactly go for a full-on execute. A couple of Molotovs in play as well to try to clear out some of these positions. And with 20 seconds left, EnVy have got to go into this B site. Ben ready on the hold. Oh, he doesn't win that one. Pone Alone has to come in from the back lines. And he is successful in doing so. Molotov moves forwards, but Sonic needs some assistance. And Fugly is there to help him out. Into the 2v2 after the bomb is planted. Sonic able to reposition. Flick lands onto MOTM. And Robbie has got to deal with two different angles. Fugly finds him. It's EnVy in with their first round win. I think really those opening fights on the site are what made the difference there. It looks like Ben was going to be able to win that duel, but as soon as it goes against him, EnVy run over that B site, they get the bomb down, and we see some of those individuals show up. And unfortunately for Party Astronauts, their money is really not that great. Round 3 and round 4 came quite close, so they've had to reinvest heavily into all these rounds. And that means they are only able to afford the solo primary weapon. MOTM gets the one AWP into his hands. Trying to set up this AWP for an opening pick. The flashbangs used to allow him to move forwards. But EnVy are playing really safe right now. In fact, Nifty, not expecting the stack-in connector, gives away his AK. Stella happily takes the rifle into his hands. And that's not the start EnVy are looking for. Once again, it's Nifty getting picked off away from the rest of the team. Not really having a good read on the situation in these last few rounds. The response from EnVy is going to be a quick B play, but MOTM's AWP is here to try to stop them. Oh, great shot from MOTM! He finds a third, a fourth! MOTM shuts them down single-handedly. That should not be happening, but the AWP beats EnVy away from the bomb site. No trade frag found, and wow, Party Astronauts win the round convincingly. That's crazy. We are really not seeing the EnVy players show up right now. I thought that they would have pretty good team play as well. I thought those trade frags would be there, but we've just not seen them so far. Stella is down to 21 health from the early nades. This buy from EnVy is slightly weakened. A couple of Mac 10s in the mix, although Sonic has a lot of money left behind. I guess he wants to save for the AWP into the future, maybe? And the Mac 10 could be viable if he can close the distance. And that's exactly what he's attempting to do with these nades. Full on A play in this round. Fugly finds the opening. Robbie was forced into the open by the flames, and EnVy gets the follow-up. Bomb planted on the truck, somewhat surprisingly. MOTM doesn't get the first man, but he picks up EnVy instead. 1 kill brought back. Som stuck on the site. Not the best position to be in with that Mac 10. He could easily be hunted down. And the CTs are going to move in towards him. Nice kill from Som, but as I was saying, not much cover. Trade comes through. Defuse coming out from Ben. He's sticking this one. Ben nearly wins the round, but Fugly finds him at the last possible second. I think there was 0.4 seconds left on that defuse there at the end. And it is going to be EnVy finding their second round on the board. Well, yet again, Party Astronauts have to invest all their money into the buy after losing that last round. It has been a fairly hotly contested start to this game. Even though Party Astronauts have been picking up round wins, they haven't been able to build up the money. Hone alone slides out wide with the MP9. Fugly caught off guard. Again, EnVy are losing these opening kills quite often in these rounds. A lot of 1v1 fights being taken by the CTs without EnVy being in position to trade. Robbie in position. They don't clear this angle. Molotov forces him forwards. That's not where he wanted to go. EnVy waiting in position to cope with that man. Heavy rotate from the CTs. They've all moved in towards A. EnVy haven't really established site control, though. They're still sitting on A long. EnVy comes through with his second kill of the round on towards that AUG. The bomb sticking towards the A site for the time being. EnVy begin to move up close. Sonic just holding with the AWP. The bomb denied. Ben gets that frag. EnVy only good for a third kill before he is traded out. Party Astronauts had every single player in position on the A site. EnVy just making that one way too obvious. Not putting any pressure on the B side of the map. And right now, this EnVy team are not looking that good as a unit, I would say. I don't really think we've seen the trade frags come through anywhere near enough. The team play has not been as good as I was hoping. And again, credit to Party Astronauts. They're playing really well. They're winning a lot of these opening duels as well, which I think has been really important. The individuals have showed up for the CTs. But yeah, just looking at the advanced stats on HLTV, in 7 out of the 8 rounds played so far, Party Astronauts have won the first fight. Hone alone is currently 4-0 in opening duels. That just gives you a rough idea of how good Party Astronauts have been at getting that early advantage, and from there it becomes so much easier to close out the round. EnVy aggressing in on the B site, but Stella has something to say about that. Opening kill is going to go his way, but the smoke on too short is a problem for the CTs. They can't really stop this bomb from being planted. The nades will cause some slight issues, but Sonic gets that bomb down safe and sound. Ooh, quick aggression from the two players out through Monster. EnVy are forced to move away from that angle. Android in with one, Android in with another. Pone alone pushing towards him. USP is good enough. Had to pull out the pistol at the end there. He wasn't confident that he could land the AWP shot, but the USP gets the job done. Again, Party Astronauts are really being pushed in these rounds, but they keep on coming out on top. They keep on grinding out these round wins. Stella had to leave work early. Did he actually? I like the commitment. Fair play. Yeah, I was going to say, it must be early in America if it's only 5 p.m. start here in Europe. There must be at least, what, like a 6-hour time difference, even on the East Coast, I think? I can actually check. I could Google it. Oh, like a, yeah, so like a 5-hour time difference to New York? Oh, no, wait, it is 6 hours. I don't know. I don't know. I'm dumb. I'm really bad at time zones. I'm sure someone in chat will tell me what time it is in America. Fugly up on the boost. Nice headshots to open up the round. It's always good to see that boost come into play. Gives the CT something to think about. You can't just stand in the open on the B site. You've always got to be prepared for a player popping his head up. Fugly does just that. What a flashbang. Stella almost gets the opportunity to find multiple frags, and Robbie is going to deliver. Double spray down onto the players pushing through Monster. EnVy not doing anywhere near enough damage on towards him. Sonic forcing his way through the door. Decides to shoot it on his way in. But again, Nifty trying to make the play away from the rest of the squad is unable to do so. MOTM catches him out. And it's up to the South African import Sonic to win this round for his team. 9 seconds. Fake plant comes through. Sonic baits this one out, but the time is gone. That's it. Round over. Who cares about the kill? MOTM has delayed long enough to win the round. Sonic saves the AK, which I suppose is something. But again, EnVy are really not having a great time here. Som's been disappointing. Really wanted him to show up on this team. Yeah, you'd think that this EnVy team would have a couple of those skilled players that could just win those opening fights. But honestly, it's been more Party Astronauts in most of these rounds. Again, MOTM has been playing really well in this qualifier. He played a great series against Luminosity. He's kept up his form. Pone Alone's AWP has been really, really solid at picking up those opening frags. And once you get that man advantage on the CT side, it's so much easier to trade out for the round win. EnVy have definitely looked a little lacking, but at the same time, you've got to give credit to Party Astronauts for how well they are playing. There's Pone Alone again with the opening into round 11. Push comes up close. Pone Alone pulls out the Deagle, doing damage onto the third player there. And MOTM is the second man on A long. They don't expect this. Free frag from behind. Android completely dealt with. Nifty also traded on. And Fugly is left in the 1v3. Lands one shot, but with the scouts, he was never really going to be able to win that one. At least a bomb plant for EnVy. Gives them a bit more money. Means that Sonic can buy into this round as well, which is nice. But with Party Astronauts taking a 9-2 lead, this is not looking too good. Again, this is the map pick of Party Astronauts, but I still think that Party Astronauts can probably compete on all 3 maps in this series. And honestly, I feel like with what we're seeing here, I would maybe even favor them on Train. Early aggression from Robbie in towards Fountain. He definitely heard those steps from Som away from A. We're not seeing the rotate just yet, but a couple of opening fights occur over towards B. The map control is maybe somewhat of a problem here for the EnVy lineup. As Robbie continues to clear out this A side of the map, MOTM is allowed to rotate over to the B side of the map. EnVy is searching for this opening though. Double AWP setup in play on the T side. Both Sonic and EnVy are definitely capable AWPers, but you question the versatility of having two AWPs in play, pushing up close, and Fugly tried to pre-fire the position, but he just gave away exactly where he was coming from. Pwn alone hones in on the angle, takes his time, takes the opening fight. I think that's the 6th round, or maybe even the 7th round, where Pwn alone has given his team the early man advantage. His AWP has been so useful. And again, it's these two AWPs left in the 2v3. Makes it a little awkward in these close range encounters. Sonic gets the bomb down. MOTM thought about going through the flames, but decides against it. He will wait for his teammates to get into position. And EnVy has to hold this one down. Misses the flick onto the first. And that is going to spell his doom in the round. This is really solid from Party Astronauts right now. A 10-2 lead. Another round going their way. Again, both Pwn alone and MOTM have been really impressive. And then the rest of the squad have just been doing a decent job around them. Yeah, again, like Pwn alone with his AWP has just been winning the opening fights way too often. 6 opening kills to his name. He's never been the first man to die. That's really, really impressive. And it really gives his team just such a massive advantage early into these rounds. I feel as though EnVy just need to group up and maybe push together in one of these rounds, because they're losing that opening too often. They're not able to trade. Ben beginning to move forwards. This time there are Ts against him. Plenty of players around the corner. EnVy goes jumping to his death, but there's the trade frag we wanted. Sonic takes control of the B-bomb site. Sonic with another. Nearly gets the spray transfer, but Robbie is going to go down. And Pwn alone has to try to win a 1v3. Never easy with the AWP in his hands. Nice shot onto Android. Gives himself somewhat of a chance in this clutch. EnVy are playing it so safe, though. Fugly's all the way back at Monster. Som moves forwards, but Pwn alone gets the second shot. Nearly the opportunity onto Fugly, but the trade thankfully comes through for EnVy. They get their 3rd round win on the board, but Pwn alone didn't make it easy for them, did he? Nice try there in the clutch. Again, the CT economy not looking as good as you might expect after all these round wins. EnVy have consistently caused damage. So Party Astronauts are only able to get 2 rifles. However, at least they've got the 2 rifles on the 2 top fraggers. Pwn alone and MOTM both have 16 kills to their name. That means that EnVy absolutely have to remain careful in this round. EnVy moving up through A long. Again, this is much more of what I was expecting from EnVy at the start of these rounds. I think we need to see them start to just group up more. Just go for these maybe more simple plays, because when they went into their defaults, they were just losing across the map. They were pushing a little too alone. This time, Nifty and Android combined for the opening. Nifty in with the double spray down. Lineup comes through perfectly for him, leaving Ben and Robbie to just try to save what they can. I'm glad that EnVy have eventually adapted and that they have finally realized that just spreading out across the map wasn't working, because they were just losing those individual duels way too often. Now they are just grouping up at the start of the round, making sure they push together onto the A site, and as soon as they win some of those opening trades, they can win the round from there. Nifty on for the ace, by the way, with the Galil. Gets another headshot through, but Ben is over on the other side, so no opportunity to get the ace in this one. Ben, oh wow. Oh, he gets the M4 at the end there. That's nice. At least one rifle for Party Astronauts to play with into the last round of the half. And I like that Ben's just given that one over to MOTM. He said, you know what, you're having a great game, MOTM. I'll let you try and make the play. He's got a pretty good spawn for mid as well, if he wants to go aggressive. Could also try the connector play, but EnVy, again, going for the group at the start of the round. This is the switch-up that's been successful for them. Quick B push, straight through the molly. Android running and gunning, eventually gets the entry with the AK. Party Astronauts tried to push towards B short, but they have been countered by the rush-through monster. And there are so many nades for EnVy left to slow down this retake attempt. They've got the mollies, they've got the weaponry, and they've got every chance to take a 5th round on the board here at the end of the half. CTs have to go for it. There's no reason not to. It's round 15. It's the last round. You've got to move forwards, but you don't think they're going to win this one. Molotov keeps them at bay. They've got to go in, and again, there it is. EnVy close out the round. 5 on the board at the half. I guess EnVy are still somewhat alive in this game, but Party Astronauts are pretty dominant right now in terms of the scoreline. Just taking a look at the odds. Party Astronauts favoured here on Overpass on their own map choice, considering the scoreline. Let's see if they can carry over that success from the CT side into their T side as we go into the second half. EnVy with the 3-man connector stack. Then they've got a bit of a boost over towards B, but the connector play could really come through here. Oh man, this is going to be a bloodbath. This is about to be all action. Pone alone with the first on the round. Fugly trying to spring into action, but EnVy get decimated in towards connector. Only 1 kill for their troubles in on the connector plate. Android moves forwards, but he's not got much cover. There's the kill. Sonic also goes down. As soon as Party Astronauts won those opening trades, it looked likely that they were going to come out on top. That's exactly what happens. And at this point, EnVy are going to fall fairly far behind. They've got to pretty much give up on this round unless they want to go for a risky force buy. And I think at this point of the game, this is probably the correct call from EnVy. Just save for the gun round into the next, because otherwise the game could almost be over before you get another gun round through. If you have just joined us, this is the map pick of Party Astronauts, but EnVy were, at least on the odds, pretty big favourites heading into this series, and Party Astronauts have really showed up here. I was saying before the game that I honestly thought that the map vetoes may even favour the Party Astronauts side. I don't think that EnVy have really got the maps that they would want in this series. I mean, obviously, this is the veto they've decided to go for, but even picking Nuke is a little scary against Party Astronauts, who have been pretty good on that map. And then Train as the decider is a map that EnVy have really struggled on in the last few months. Albeit against generally strong opposition. But their win rate has not been good on that map. So we'll see if EnVy can come back into this one. MOTM closes out the round. Party Astronauts only lose a single player against the full save from EnVy. And here we go. This is a round that EnVy really need to win. Not too many nades available for the CT side, but they've just got to buck up their ideas and deal with that into round number 18. MOTM moves in towards water, but decides to play it a little safe. Party Astronauts making sure that they don't spread out too far. They've all stuck onto the B side of the map. And I think it's fairly safe to assume here in this round that EnVy are unlikely to go for too much aggression. You're not going to expect a massive gamble stack, so I don't mind this from Party Astronauts. You're not exactly going to be flanked from A. It's quite unlikely EnVy would do that in such an important round. Nifty in on the hold. Entries come through. Kills just keep on coming, but it's all going the way of Party Astronauts. Sonic is the only man alive. EnVy must have had, what, 4 players on that B site, but they all die off in about 5 seconds. MOTM got those early entries. The rest of the team follow through onto the B-bomb site itself. And Party Astronauts just crush EnVy in round 18. Even with the full guns, EnVy cannot do anything to stop the Party Astronauts. Another low buy for EnVy. Another excellent opportunity for the T's to pick up one more round win. And at this point, every single round takes them closer and closer to a victory. Android is not going to spot them sneaking up through bathrooms. Oh, they have no information on the CT side. This is really not great for them. Android is going to start to move forwards. This might work. Stella's got his back turned. Stella. Come on, Android. Come on, dude. No. Oh, that just sums up this game for EnVy, doesn't it? Oh, my God. Oh, it hurts to watch. It hurts to watch. And obviously, Android knows he should get that kill every time. I'm sure he would hold his hands up and say, yeah, I just messed that up. Like, there's nothing else to it. Oh, man. I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe a wasp flew into his room and he got a bit scared. Maybe threw him off slightly. I don't know. Maybe he sneezed as he started shooting. It's hard to say. Fugly gets an AK, at least. Oh, no, he doesn't. No, just kidding. No, there's no positives for EnVy. Everything's terrible. Oh, man. It's just one of those games for EnVy. Nothing has gone right for them. Oh, man. Okay. Into round 20. I guess at this point, EnVy are just going to try to see what they can do now that they've got the double AWPs, now that they've got the full nades. Remember, in round 18, they had the rifles, but they were really lacking on the utility. They didn't have any snipers in play, and you would think, in theory, that Nifty and Sonic would be a pretty solid double AWP setup. Let's see if that comes through on the server in this round. Flash over the top from MOTM. There's a player pushed in party. They haven't spotted that man out. Fugly hears all these steps. Oh, Fugly looking to get the timing right. He could be in position to shut them down. Sonic in on the first, and here comes Fugly. One free frag in on the flank. Excellent timing from Fugly there on the push. Intelligent play from him to realize that he could get one free kill in from behind. And this is the start that EnVy were hoping for into round 20. A two-man advantage for them. Cheeky team flash. Good bit of banter, as we would say in the UK. Sonic with a good shot on towards Pwn alone. Obviously, that flashbang we saw at Monster was aimed at the players further away. It wasn't just a team flash. I know that. I'm just clutching at straws at this point. Hey, EnVy should win this round, though. Sonic with some good work. Fugly also doing a nice bit of damage in this round. That's what we expect to see from Fugly as well. Just those solid plays. Not making any mistakes. Making sure that he can give his team the advantage. It's not like he wins the round for his team there, but he puts them in a really great position. You know, it's not like he just steps up with 3 kills or something crazy, but just a reliable force is what you would hope for. Let's see if EnVy can get something going. It would be nice for them just to get a few more rounds on the board here, even if just for the sake of some of their individuals to find some form. Oh, hello, Nifty. Hello, Nifty! That is excellent! Call this man Sonic, because he is going fast on the peek through Monster. Really nice job from him. And oh yes, Nifty in with the second. This is the Nifty we like to see. Showing confidence on the peaks. Willing to take those opening fights. Man, that's a really cool peak. I don't know if it's like any... I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I don't know like how reliable it is, I guess is the way to put it. But it looks stylish. I'll give it that. I'm sure a couple of you guys will be trying that one in matchmaking later. $30 left. Stella about to move into the crosshair of Fugly. Fugly repositions really well. Allows his teammate to come in from the other angle. EnVy take another convincing round win. And this is maybe a chance for Party Astronauts to reconsider in this round. They're not going to have too much to work with here. So you can almost take this round as a bit of a pause, maybe a bit of a timeout. Talk about the issues they have been facing. I wouldn't mind seeing maybe a quick rush through Monster in the next round. You know you're against those AWPs, so if you can try and put them under pressure, maybe try and rush them down early, that could definitely work. Literally one Desert Eagle in play. in the hands of the in-game leader, Ben. Oh, Sonic slow on the reaction, but eventually realizes that the players have pushed on the left-hand side. Not the best angle to work with. Ben nearly looking for more, but oh no, he's out of ammo, and Fugly combines with Nifty on the cleanup. Again, nice work from Fugly. He's looked pretty solid on this CT side. Been really good in and around that A site. I remember when Fugly used to play for NRG, he was really, really reliable in and around those bathrooms, at least in the games that I'd seen from him. I remember in NRG versus Liquid, I think it was at Supernova Malta, I casted that game, and he was just such a solid player in those bathrooms. He was always finding just those couple of kills, always finding those positions that Liquid couldn't quite clear. Definitely feels like he is a very, very good player in on that A-hold. Fugly's A-hold may not be needed in this round, though. The information there for EnVy early. Party Astronauts just with the pistols for round number 23. Push comes in towards B. Android up close, lines them up. Quick couple of kills. There's the third. Turns back around. Fugly steals that one away, and Pwn alone somehow didn't know where Android was, even though he was making all that noise. Clearly the call had been made that there was a man at barrels, maybe not the call that there was a player up close. Either way, in comes the buy for Party Astronauts. I wouldn't mind seeing a timeout ahead of this round, because they have lost the last 4 in a row. EnVy have looked much more comfortable, much more confident in these last few rounds. Ooh, Stella gets the spray onto Nifty through the iron, I guess is what you call that. I don't know what you call that. What is connector made out of? Like corrugated iron is what I think? I don't know. Either way, he gets the spray through the wall, we can say. In at the start of round 24. Sonic slightly blinded, but oh my goodness, 2 for the price of 1. Buy one, get one free. 2 headshots over towards A long. Ben and MOTM line up for him. And just as Nifty loses out the opening fight with his AWP, Sonic brings it back for EnVy. Gives them the man advantage. Time is ticking for Party Astronauts. Only 25 seconds left in this one, and oh wow, are they going to save? Okay. I guess if they save all 3 guns, Ben and MOTM can at least buy... I don't think they can afford AKs. It's going to be close. They can probably get Galils. They could always get MAC-10s if they wanted to. Let's have a look. Ooh, okay, so Ben could actually get the AK. Yeah, this isn't a terrible decision here, I don't think, from Party Astronauts. And they will take the timeout. The chance of winning that round there is really, really low. And you also know that EnVy's money is already really good. Like, they've won the last 4 rounds with 4 players alive. So I don't think you need to try to limit the CT money. You know that EnVy are going to be good. You know that you've got 14 rounds already, so doing damage to the economy isn't as important. And, okay, Ben goes for the Galil rather than the AK. Making sure to get some nades, I should say. MAC-10 for MOTM, as I suggested might be the case. This is the sort of round where I wouldn't mind Party Astronauts throwing a faster push at their opponents. We've seen quite a few slow rounds from them not really work out. EnVy working their way back into this game. Just a 4-round difference at this point. If you have just joined us, Party Astronauts were up to a 14-5 lead at one point. It looked almost certain that they were going to close out our first map here on Overpass. I'm not sure if those odds are right for Overpass. I don't think EnVy should be favourites. Maybe it's the other way round. I'm not sure. Unless those are odds for the series. Here we go, in from the flank. Fugly in position. Trades keep on coming. Party Astronauts crack open the B-bomb site. Nice shot from Nifty. Brings it into the 2 versus 2. Nade is good. Nade is so good. Ben down to 9 points of health, but he goes out wide with the AWP. And Nifty needs to make one of those highlight plays that we've seen from him in the past. Ben is behind the pillar, but Stella is in on the other angle. The AK closes out the round win, and Party Astronauts are just 1 round away from taking their own map pick here on Overpass. Second timeout taken by the T side right now, after getting up to map points. And that was a slightly faster round in towards B there, which I'm a fan of. I like that they went for some quick aggression. It was also a very explosive push, I think is the way to describe it, where they managed to get onto that bomb site really, really quickly. EnVy didn't have much time to prepare in on that B hold before Party Astronauts were up in their faces, taking those opening fights. And so EnVy couldn't really rotate down quick enough. Party Astronauts looking good to take Overpass. 5 rounds left for EnVy if they want to take this to overtime. Quick aggression through mid. This might work for Fugly. They don't know he's here. They don't know he's here. Fugly finds the first spray down, but there is Pone alone in on the trade. Complete solo aggression there from Fugly. He was a man on a mission, and he didn't really fully succeed in that mission, but it's not a complete failure either. Gives his team a 1-for-1 trade. Ooh, nice little run boost out towards A long. Sonic is holding this angle, though. Good shot onto the first. Smoke put at his feet to stay alive and reposition. Oh, wow. Ben's been spotted. Gun barrel spotted. Bomb dropped in towards long bathrooms. Sonic repositioning once again. Spots the shadow. Sonic finds a third. Gap in the smoke goes his way. And Stella is not going to have an easy time of things. The Molotov comes through yet again. As if it wasn't hard enough to get the bomb back. He knows that Sonic has an AWP, so I'm surprised he's moving in towards A long. I guess the smoke is up for the time being, but Nifty with the other AWP into this angle. Stella not expecting Sonic's position. Quad kill for him with the AWP. Good work from Sonic in that round. Doing all the damage by himself. One AK for MOTM into this round. Again, he has to be the hero, if you like. Remains at the top of the scoreboard. Oh, Som. Playing up on towards Monster. He also has Android there to assist him. Som decides to reposition as the smoke fades. No nades for the T side right now. So again, they're just looking to get the AK involved. And oh, hello. Som's dead. Hello? 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 No. He's taking his time. He wants more. Okay. Well, they've spotted the first. There's the tap onto Som's head, but unable to get the second kill that he wanted. Android turning away. This could go against him. Android in with the opening, but Stella finds the refrag. Bomb about to move to the site, and Stella puts the AUG to use. Fugly trying to move forwards, trying desperately, but Robbie wins the duel with the CZ, and Sonic has got to save his team. He stepped up in the last round, tries to fake the drop, but Robbie would have spotted that. He can't fake the fact he's dropped down. Shot isn't going to go his way. Robbie closes out the round.